It's only his second time, so please give him a very warm welcome. How about you give it up, Tyson Theroux?
Hi everybody, how? Yes, so the last time I came to one of these nights, I got no conversation with a fellow about comedy, and he asked me my favorite stand-up comedian of all time. And I told him I thought it would have to be Steve Martin. Any Steve Martin fans? Yeah. Good. I could tell right away that this was not a good answer for him, because he gave me kind of a look, and he said, really? I like George Carlin. I guess I prefer comedians who push boundaries. Fair enough. I guess I prefer comedians who are funny. But I would argue that absurdity, parody, satire, these are effective tools for creating an expanding liberal worldview, whereas political hyperbolic didacticism, such as practiced by George Carlin, is much more of a regressive, self-including... I'm sorry. I kind of fucked up the punchline of that joke. What I meant to say was, be oblong and have your knees removed. Okay. So, do you remember the first time you realized that sushi was good? Like, maybe before you thought it was weird or gross. Maybe for you it was Ethiopian food or Greek food or Thai food or something like that. Something you thought was weird and gross, and then you discover that you liked it. Well, I've been, this is just my second time doing this, but I've been getting to know the comedy community a little bit. And I feel like when you come to one of these open mic nights, it's kind of like going to a really good international food court. And you get to try a little bit of a sample of all of the vendors in the food court, And maybe you'll try a dish that you've never tasted before, that you never would have thought to order before. And you realize that it's kind of delightful. Well, I think that's what it's like when you come out to a stand-up comedy night like this. And I mean that of all comedians, except for the white ones. Except for the white men, specifically. Except for the straight white men, specifically. Now, I was talking about George Carlin and Steve Martin. Maybe we'll give them a pass, since they were kind of around before the invention of the chicken nugget molding machine. But the rest of us are basically the chicken McNuggets of comedy. Think about it. We're literally made of pink slime. We're molded into 4 possible shapes. Like, Chicken McNuggets, they come in 4 shapes, right? There's the bell, there's the ball, there's the boot, and there's the bow tie. So white, straight men, comedians, it's the same basic deal, right? There's the dope, the dick, the drag, and the dirtbag. The dope is the lovable, schlub, like dad-type comedian, He's got cute jokes about his kids and stuff. And then there's the dick. He's like the anti-PC guy. He wants to tell jokes about fucking cats and stuff like that. The drag, we've got a few of those tonight, I think. The drag is like a millennial, smokes too much weed, he's frustrated, Tinder dater, stuck in a low-paying job. And then we've got the dirtbag. He's not trying to shock you exactly, but he'll make it awkward. He'll talk about pornography. So I think a few of our comedians tonight definitely fit into this category. Now, I'm not sure which one of these groups I'm supposed to fit into yet, but it would make me very uncomfortable to talk about pornography. It's not that I'm a prude about it. It's just, it's obviously a bit overdone. It's a bit hacky. And frankly, I think most of these guys are kind of missing the main story anyway. With the possible exception of Lewis a couple spots ago, he's kind of thinking along the same tracks I am, but like all these new categories of porn that didn't exist when we were kids, right? You got the food porn, you got the travel porn, you got poverty porn, you get my new favorite, impeachment porn. Turns out you can jack off to just about anything. Now, here's a category of porn that's not exactly new, but I just realized I was into. Now, I don't know what you've heard about kiddie porn, but I say try it out for yourself and see what you think. It's surprisingly easy to come by on the internet. If you're like me, you'll really enjoy it. If you're on Instagram, I recommend My Foster Kittens or Ottawa Stray Cat Rescue. They're so cute, fuzzy, and innocent. I can't believe some guys tell jokes about fucking them. That's it. Tyson through.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyson 2, keep it going.